Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, fresh off of his very sensational performance, I gotta say, of all the fights, well, I'm not gonna say all the fights, but the majority of the fights, it might have been the best performance of the night, depending on which one fight you liked better. But I think Gervonta Davis did a great job on the undercard of DeGale versus Jack. The guy was sensational, fought a tough title holder in Pedraza. Obviously, probably not the best title holder in the division by any stretch of the imagination, but still someone who was a major step up in class. Because honestly, Gervonta's been inactive since last June when he fought Lorenzo Bartholomew, Mickey Bay undercard, which was here in South Florida. He fought some bum I never even heard of. Honestly, if you go back and watch, there's no footage of the fight, but or maybe there is, I don't know. But when I was there and I watched it, the fight ended so quickly, it was almost like a dive. The guy he fought did not come to fight. So to go from that to beating Pedraza and looking as good as he did, I gotta give him a ton of credit. That's why I made the video when I said that he's taking a major step up in class, because I knew the opponent he fought his last fight. I knew how much better Pedraza was than the last guy he fought, and how young he is and experienced he is. So I picked him to win. He went out there and he proved me right. So shout out to him. Gervonta Davis, I feel, is going to be a very entertaining fighter to watch as he continues to progress in the sport of boxing. Now, Floyd Mayweather, I guess he was asked about the potential, because now that he holds one of the titles, Gervonta Davis, that is, he holds the IBF title. Now that he holds that title, people are going to begin to ask him about fighting certain guys in the division. People are going to ask about Francisco Vargas and Salido and Miura. And obviously, when you talk 130, we already know who the best fighter at 130 is. And they asked him about Gervonta Davis fighting the best fighter at 130, which is Vasyl Lomachenko. And here's what Floyd had to say about the prospects of him fighting Vasyl Lomachenko at this moment in time. He said, I quote, "We're not rushing. We're not rushing. We're not thinking about Lomachenko because he's a top rank. Let him stay over there with top rank. That's where he's at. My guy's going to do his job, and I'm going to make sure I do my job to the best of my ability to get what he wants. Then he goes on by saying, he says this to Davis. He says, "Tank, there's no rush. You're young. We want to build that bank account. Be smart. Make the right moves. We're not looking to unify belts right now. We're going to be smart. We're going to move and let him make money and let his money build. And then when the time is right, then we're going to take the fights that we need." So, first of all, I got to say, Mayweather, as much as I criticize him, and I do criticize him for his fair share here on this channel, I think, I got to commend him for putting him in there with Pedraza this early in his career. That was not necessarily a gimme fight. And he kind of said to Gervonta Davis, sink or swim, and he swam into a sensational performance. So, with that being said, I still gotta do. I do gotta say that when I read these quotes and just knowing how Mayweather thinks, when he says things like, now I get it. Gervonta Davis, I believe, is the youngest title holder in all boxing. He's 20. He's only a year older than your boy BT. So I get why he'd want to do that. And they would want to build his name. So I get that. But I would say you got to keep him active. He can't have no, 7-month layoff, something like that. He can't have that. If I'm Mayweather, I'm getting this dude in there 4 or 5 times, four to five times every year, and I'm trying to build this dude into a star. He's from the Baltimore area. If you're Gervonta Davis, right? If you're Gervonta Davis, or if you're Floyd Mayweather and you're building Gervonta Davis, your goal should be able to make this guy so big, such a name in the sport of boxing and beyond just boxing, that you can go to Baltimore one day and he can have fights in Baltimore at Camden Yards, at MNTV, I'm talking like places where teams play like the Orioles and the Ravens, in those venues. That should be the goal of Floyd. And what's funny? I know Floyd is a very low risk, high reward type of guy, but I still think Floyd is smart. He's a very smart guy, and I think he's gonna do the right thing with Tank. And it's not really smart to put him in with Lomachenko right now, because Lomachenko got a world of experience going against Gervonta Davis. Lomachenko, many would argue from a skill standpoint, not me, I think Roman Gonzalez is the best, but a lot of people would argue that Lomachenko is the best fighter in all of boxing. skill wise. So, that'd be, and even from Pedraza, from the last guy he fought, that bum whenever he fought in South Florida, guy he fought on Bartholomew undercard, to Pedraza to Lomachenko, that's like a universe as far as step up in class. So build him up. I would say get him in there with some of the top guys. I would actually start, probably if I was Floyd Mayweather, I would get him in there immediately with Roman Martinez. That'd be an easy fight for him. He could win that fight. After he beats Roman Martinez, then you begin to look at maybe somebody in the top 10. We'll see, man. I'm actually looking forward to it. I've interviewed Gervonta's coach, Calvin Ford, and he spoke highly of Gervonta. I gave me some insights into how Gervonta thinks and how hard he works. So I've always respected Gervonta Davis. I'm just hoping that as his career progresses, they make the right moves, not just from a business standpoint. I get making money. I'm gonna give him. He's young, really young. Get him 2 or 3 fights to get his paper up. But after probably the second fight, there's the 2-fight grace period is over. He's got to fight somebody. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Get him in there with Roman Martinez next. That'd be a good, durable former world champion. I believe he was a former world champion. Get him in there, Roman Martinez, and then another top 10 guy after that, top 15, top 10 guy after that, and then go for the gusto after that. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't think Floyd's gonna do exactly what I think, because me and Floyd think completely different about boxing, and it is what it is. Gervonta will have an exciting career. I think in the ring he has an exciting style that will attract people to watch him fight. So he had Meek Mill and all kinds of people who aren't even boxing fans talking about Gervonta Tank Davis. So I think that'll be the case for him, being that he's associated with Mayweather. He's just gonna get more exposure, especially if he does well. So let me know what you guys think. Mayweather says they're not looking for that Lomachenko fight right now. They don't want that Lomachenko work, understandably so. Nicholas Walters didn't even want that Lomachenko work. So, if not now, I would say maybe in 2 or 3 fights, I think Gervonta should try to go for the gusto, man. It's just boxing. You gotta try to be the best at some point. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.